This dude's selling like private jet charters, and he basically just posts calls of rich people calling him and being super entitled and mostly pretty rude.
The real winner in this is the man.
Yeah.
How do we get with McKenna? That's really everything else we were going to talk about today. Let's find McKenna for one of us.
On the one.
McKenna, call me.
What's up? Welcome back to Dark Mode. I am excited about the group I have today. All people who have both a comedy background and some sort of sales or business background. I actually don't know that for sure, but we're just going to pretend that's true since I said it. Zach Allen, former Meta rep, I guess Facebook ad rep, right?
Oh, yeah, former marketing consultant.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Current comedian, very funny. Check him out. Nathan Daggett, the dad bod demigod.
It's one hell of an Instagram handle.
Yeah. And you're the director of marketing here?
We sliced the roles a little differently. So right now I'm working as like media buyer as well as creative strategist.
Gotcha. Marketing person at Live Bearded. And Adam J. So I feel like I saw some content of yours that led me to believe you had been in sales.
Yeah, sales, marketing, entrepreneur.
Nice. Cool. All comedians as well. So if you guys don't know how the show works, my listeners or my consulting clients send me in brands or businesses that they own or that are competitors of theirs, and they ask us for content ideas and ad ideas. And we mostly bullshit, but sometimes we come up with good ideas.
Yeah.
Cool.
Seems
about like what marketing is as a job, honestly. Yeah. All of these marketing titles, it's like mostly bullshit. And then
it's never the one you like.
Yeah. Yeah. It's never the one you like that works, right? All right. So first one is I'm in a group of entrepreneurs who keep telling me that I need to be doing content for my brand on TikTok. We sell high-end customized jewelry, and I don't think my audience is really on TikTok because it's more affluent people. They want to reach rich people. Should I be making TikToks? And if so, what would they be? All right. So I knew this one was coming. So I wanted to ask you guys, have you seen the Amalfi Jets TikToks? Any of you?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So Amalfi Jets, this guy is selling private jet charters with his main...
Oh, the jet timeshares?
Yeah. Like it's people call him for private flights.
Okay.
And his main thing is TikTok. So it's stuff like this. So I'll show you.
Amalfi Jets, this is Colin.
Hi, I need a jet like right now.
Okay, we can totally help that. Where are you calling from?
Switzerland. I'm at boarding school.
Okay, cool. And what part of Switzerland?
Geneva.
Okay, Geneva, Switzerland.
I like you guys' convention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where are you looking to go to?
I was thinking Saint-Tropez, but honestly, just trying to get out of here.
Okay, Geneva to Saint-Tropez, and just looking to go like as soon as possible.
Yeah, I have a test tomorrow. I just can't be here for it.
Have you flown privately before in the past?
Yeah, I've only ever.
I
love this girl.
Yeah, I gotta say, like, there's levels of wealth in this world, and this is making me realize, like, I've never been entitled enough to think I need an Uber jet now.
Yeah, it gets better.
Yeah, I mean the airplane's there. The crew's on a 3-hour call-out time, so we'll be able to take off in 3 hours. Pricing for this, I'm looking
right now.
like right
She's
now.
like 3 hours is not good enough.
Best I'm going to be able to do is 3 hours, just because the crew's not at the airport right now.
Yeah, that's like not
Got it. Okay. I mean, would you still be open to 3 hours?
I don't know if like I said my dad come on this
Love
call
that.
or
Okay.
if it's 'cause I'm younger, but I
No,
need one.
it has nothing to do with your age. Just again, like the pilots aren't physically there. I'd love to get them there. Maybe they could like teleport there. I can have our flight ops team reserve you like a private room, fill it with a bunch of like champagne, caviar, or kind of whatever you'd prefer, if that's helpful.
I mean, honestly, I'm just like really disappointed, but like I guess you can look it.
I guess.
Yeah, great. Cost on this specifically is €28,000. What's a good email for you to send over this booking link to?
McKenna gmail.com.
I'm gonna try every combination of that just to yell at this woman.
Plus Ford number you're calling me from is the best?
Yes.
Perfect. Flight ops will send over that information again. I'll let the crew know to go as quickly as possible to get you there, and then we'll have a
So
once you get
this
there.
dude's selling like private jet charters, and
Thanks for
he
calling,
basically
McKenna.
just
Really appreciate it.
posts calls of rich people calling him and being super entitled and mostly pretty rude. There's a whole series of McKenna, actually. She calls back later. She's trying to fly her and her man to Vegas without her dad knowing. It's her dad's money, by the way. So yeah.
The real winner in this is the man.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do we get with McKenna? That's really everything else we were going to talk about today. Let's find McKenna for one of us.
on the one where she's trying to fly with her man, she's like, my dad can't know about this. This guy's on the flight because he like wants me to marry this other kid who's really rich. And the guy's like, that makes sense. Like, yeah, your dad's like, you need to marry the rich kid, McKenna. But she's like, but I just don't like him very much. So she's basically a Disney princess. Her dad is telling her what to do. She's like, Daddy, I don't love him. And so I feel for McKenna, honestly. McKenna's got it tough, guys.
I think I hate her more than any human being I've ever heard.
So all I'm saying is you can sell any luxury thing using any media. You know, like I think there's enough people on TikTok that it's just pure attention arbitrage. This video has 1.8 million likes. There's so many people that like, most of the people on there are saying stuff like you're like, there's no way I can even fathom having this much wealth. But a few people probably saw this and are like, well, I'm going to call this guy for my next.
I can fathom. I have it.
Yeah. He says in another video that like they get a bunch of leads that are just TikTok kids like with them basically. But there are like some good leads that come.
If you're doing luxury brand, one good lead in a year could pay for everything. So
that's what I did some math because I hear this a lot. Like the early days of Facebook, brands used to be like, I don't think my audience is on Facebook. I don't think I should advertise on Facebook because I don't think my audience is there. Like when they first launched Facebook ads, they're like, that's just a bunch of kids. Now all of us Facebook people are like 40, you know?
Yeah, I know. Now I'm like bowing my head because I'm like, I feel like I've been in the TikTok conversation before. I'm like, I think my demographics there. I just don't think they're there to buy right now.
Yeah, exactly. So like they used to say, so I get kind of annoyed, but I did some math on this in a different video that he does that they do. And by the way, I do think that they sort of script those. I don't think that's actually McKenna calling, but I think it's based on things that happen. So he has in another video, he says they get around 200 leads per day. Okay. So I figure if 1% of them is qualified, if they close half of the qualified, and if it's about 300,000 a flight, that was a pretty cheap flight, 28,000, but a lot of the other ones are more expensive. They make 5%. There's a bunch of numbers. All in all, I think they make 6 million a year just from those leads. But if those leads book 4 flights a year, that's 24 million. In 4 years, if those people stay with them, that's like 100 million because they have the rollover of the last. So like TikTok for private jets, pretty big business. I think you can sell custom jewelry out there.
Yeah. And then I think a lot of people who buy the most high-end stuff actually aren't rich.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think there's a certain level where if you're buying a $300,000 flight, you got to be rich.
In the sense of like they make a lot of income, but they're not
like they don't have a high net worth.
They're not reinvesting that in like a wealthy person.
Yeah, well, if
buying jewelry is not buying an asset.
If your daughter, who's in boarding school in Geneva, is dropping 28,000 euro on a flight to avoid a test, your investments are not. You're not investing super well, I don't think. I think that this is a whole idea that you could do, right? That like just if you sell to rich people, just calls with rich snobby people. I think that's great content.
Yeah.
And just do a jewelry version instead of a private jets version. Any other? You guys
I need more information about this company. Are we talking about like custom high end jewelry? Is this preset jewelry? What are we dealing with in the jewelry here?
It's custom, but I don't think it's like full. Like I don't think people are calling them in. But I think that that's what they should do for the content. You know what I mean? So yeah, to give you the context.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So I think they do have like it's D2C. You can go on their site and buy it. It's pretty spendy for a direct to consumer thing. But I think for the content they should do call-ins. But it's a lot of like birthstone stuff and things like that. Birthstone and diamonds and combinations and stuff like that.
They cater to like a lot of weddings or like marriages. You know what I'm talking about?
Well,
like
so
rings?
I think that their biggest time of year is Mother's Day. Like that's their Super Bowl, Mother's Day. So I don't know, guys with like a decent amount of money buying stuff for their probably wives, not moms. Let's be honest. What are you buying for your mom? You're like $50.
She's not getting a custom $3,000 necklace.
Yeah, plenty for mom. Yeah, for your wife. That's who's.
What does McKenna get for her mom?
Yeah, McKenna does. I don't know, man.
McKenna gets nothing for her mom.
She doesn't get nothing
for sure.
Yeah,
She's like, it's Mother's Day. What did you get me?
I think they could do well on like some of that staged UGC of like just the reaction side of people like really touched by their gifts. But the other one that really comes out to me for a brand like that would be like the first place I would want to start testing is like, what's the ultimate goal they want? You're buying that jewelry because you want to feel better than everyone else. Like, how do we make an ad that's just like, you want to tell them I'm better than you?
Yeah.
This is the necklace you need.
So the thing that I like about the McKenna calls is that she just like says the quiet part out loud. McKenna does. So she's always just like, I just like can't have my dad know about this. So can we figure out a way to like do this flight without having my dad know? Or like, she's just like, I just can't be here for this test. Like she says the quiet part out loud. I think that's a super funny content or ad angle. You know what I mean? Like what is, like, what's the occasion? Why are you buying this? I don't know. Like I'm seeing my friends from college and I want them to know I'm better than them. So
makes sense.
Yeah, that was my main idea. You guys, any other ones?
I'm just curious why she's taking a test or in school in general. She has that much money.
Look, we're still focused on trying to find McKenna here.
Really.
It sounds like she's not married yet. And
It sounds like she's available. So,
I mean, I get what her dad means. He doesn't really like her boyfriend.
yeah. You also don't like her boyfriend? Was there more to that or that's
it?
Okay.
Maybe there's other people out there that could be better suitors.
I think that he's like, can someone else start paying for this? Like, I think that's what he's thinking.
Also, I love to think that she's like a dance major and she's just really not wanting to hammer in the routine.
Yeah, that's it. Probably.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm hungover and I need to not be here for getting this routine down. She seems maybe like a poli-sci major, actually.
Really?
You
think so?
I don't know.
Switzerland?
What do you think about? Yeah, what's a poli-sci major in Switzerland? They're just like, look, government should be very reasonable, and they're like, okay, cool, yeah. That's what they teach you in Switzerland poli-sci.
Just a lot of Geneva conventions.
That's all I know. That's all I know about Switzerland politics. Swiss politics.
I got more concepts here. What if they're like making custom ridiculous jewelry for people who didn't order it, just sending that out to them, like making a spit on that thing chain for the Haktua girl, just send that out, try to really leverage everybody else's like eyes that are on them right now.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Because it's the ego, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's a lot of like, this is played out now on YouTube, but a lot of YouTubers try and like give Mr. Beast a gift, right? Like, I made this blow up like castle for Mr. Beast. That's a perfect replica of this thing that was in his 75th video. I'm going to try and give it to him. And it's like a challenge video. They make a challenge video out of trying to give it to him. They never get it to him.
Exactly. And like
they never ever can get to him.
But by the time you finish watching all the content, they got their watch hours.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. They're unconcerned with actually getting the thing to him. They're like, I'm going to go to North Carolina with this
Mr.
thing.
Beast actually agreed to it.
Yeah.
Not yet. We're still trying to get more views. Don't come get this yet.
Yeah. The one kid got the penny to him. What's his name? Ryan Trahan had like a whole series where he was like trying to get a penny to Mr. Beast. And I think everybody was like, well, I'm going to do that too.
I feel like people just smash the share button to be part of those things where they're like, I'm going to keep doing this every day until I get Jack Black to retweet my, like people want to be part of that story of like,
come on,
hey,
Jack
we
Black.
helped make a dream come true. Yeah, they should leverage that. Make a spit on that thing necklace for the Hawk to a girl.
Anybody who's trending.
Yeah.
I think so. That kid who just got caught from murdering the United Health CEO, make him some jewelry. That says, I don't know.
We didn't see shit.
We might need to cut that.
It has a nice ring to it.
Yeah, it has a nice ring to it.
You have to actually just make him one that just says the adjuster.
The adjuster. That one's good. Claim denied. Something like that.
That would be a hard brass knuckles, like claim denied.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, make him some custom birthstone brass knuckle.
And it would appeal.
I can't talk right now.
It would appeal to the McKennas of the world who are like, it's up what they're doing. It's like, this doesn't apply to you, McKenna.
Yeah.
You don't actually care.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not in the trenches.
McKenna can afford her.
I think
copay.
McKenna's just would just be like, oh my gosh, that's like so unhinged. Like that's fucking kind of cool.
And then makes that phone call.
Yeah, and then she's like, I just need like a claim denied brass knuckles right now because there's this girl in my dance class that I need to kneecap.
Yeah, and then she hangs up the phone and then gets on the phone with BLM and it's like, yeah, move your money over here to Switzerland. They won't.
She
see
knows
shit.
him.
They won't see shit.
Yeah, she knows him. That's how her family got all that money. The McKenna backstory. So people have investigated. The McKenna saga is real. And
Yeah, we're invested too.
Yeah, people have investigated. They're trying to fit. Is it McKenna Grace? Is it? They're like really. They've got some theories, but nobody's been able to hunt her down. So
Just a voiceover with B-roll footage, dude.
Yeah, and the comments on their videos are so funny because they're like, there's like one where this guy books like a $500,000 flight, and the top comment is like me watching this, eating my ramen, going, "That price ain't bad."
True.
It's pretty good for Antarctica. Honestly, I thought it would be more. Yeah, all right. I think it's just a basically reality show drama stuff of rich people might be the play for if you're trying to appeal to rich people. At least mostly it's going to appeal to poor people, but like some rich people will see it and everybody will know you're the brand that works with rich people, right?
Yeah.
That's what you're after.
Yeah.
That's like the Cristal effect.
Yeah.
With champagne, like where they hyped it up in like all the rap videos.
Yeah.
And then it like wasn't like that good as champagne.
Yeah, influencer campaigns also would smash for them. Like,
Jake Paul. Is that what you're saying?
yeah,
Jake, doesn't he wear jewelry?
yeah.
We should have the jewelry fight Mike Tyson.
Yeah, the jewelry fight Mike Tyson. Or how much do you think it would take for Jake Paul to just like get perma studs all over his face of it? That I think could be a play. Then it'd just be a reminder. I think the Mike Tyson thing brought that to mind. Face tattoos, face jewelry, Jake Paul collab.
Just getting dermas. We're like, all right, let's get some derma implants on Jake
Yeah.
Paul's face. That's got to be expensive.
Yeah. I don't know. It depends how much he wants to do it. You know
Machine
what I mean?
Gun Kelly will do it for half the price.
That's true.
I'm just
Machine Gun
saying.
Kelly will be like, well, I'll pay you to do it, actually. Yeah. I've been wanting to.
I actually already wanted to bling my face.
These tattoos are getting a little stale. All right, cool. Let's do the next one. All right, here is the message, and he did tell me the brand. So the brand is a brand called BrickHouse Nutrition. He said, we sell supplements. Our best-selling product is a superfood supplement that improves your gut health. We're looking for TikTok content ideas to post from our brand. So the theme of this one is like all like
Well, look, if they're
viral
improving-
organic content.
Well, who cares about their gut health to begin with?
Yeah. I don't
Who's
know.
thinking about gut health?
Oh, you're saying like who does?
Yeah.
Not like who
I've
gives
seen,
a shit
I've seen
about
ads
this.
for gut health. I'm like, yeah, just keep scrolling. Probably applied to me. That's why it was targeted at me.
Yeah.
I need
What
big
is
guys
gut?
like me. And they're, well, you said the name's BrickHouse, right?
Yeah.
If they're not doing a brick shit house campaign, they have already missed the mark.
I think that you've got a point because it's like, yeah, gut health shit. There's definitely
Sounds
something
like some
there.
shit my mom would be interested in.
Right. Well, so anytime I hear like improve your microbiome or like improve your gut health, I'm always like, one, what the hell is a superfood?
I think the target.
Two, why do I care about my gut health?
Yeah, the target is women concerned with their man's gut health.
Like your man's gut's getting too big, and so they're like,
yeah, like you're
it-
farting way too much.
it just clearly needs some health.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that doesn't smell right.
I think that now that Ozempic's a thing, it's like, you know, the whole angle here has just got to be like, hey, want to get off the Zempies? Get this instead or
Hey,
something
you
like
fat.
that. Yeah. You're fat enough to go to the doctor and say, I'm fat. Can you give me a shot for that?
Yeah.
Why don't you just try this first?
We got to turn your brick diarrhea house into a brick shit house.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, the brick shit house angle's got to play.
I like that. That was fun.
Yeah.
Also, just side note, learned this yesterday. Semi-relevant. Guys' farts scientifically don't smell as bad as women's farts. We
Oh.
have a bigger like
Because we do it
colon
more often.
because we
That-
don't
that
have a
scares me.
cervix. Like I was learning about that. Like because there's not a uterus and cervix in there, we get more colon,
Speak
so
for
our
yourself.
farts stink less.
That's honestly frightening, bro. Because I know me.
Yeah.
So-
You're saying your girl's farts are going to be worse than that?
A couple times she's done it. I'm like, holy shit.
I have noticed women's farts are worse. I just thought it was because they
bro,
held them
come
longer.
Less colon.
Oh.
Yeah, it's less colon, huh? I just figured it was like, okay, we're kind of just letting them fly as we go. So we're just clearing them out. But like if you hold them in there, you're letting it fester. That was my theory.
So maybe that's the angle. We
that's-
educate women
Yeah.
that their colon is shorter and their butthole stinks more,
Yeah.
and they need the supplement.
Yeah. I also heard that if you hold in a fart, it will like get absorbed into your blood, which goes to your lungs, which will some portion of it will then. If you hold in a fart, you have shit breath. In other words, this is
yeah.
science that I just made up. I did really hear it somewhere. I don't know if it was legit or not.
But like, it's funny how you can just throw those theories together and you're like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. blood,
Shit,
lungs, air. Yeah,
Yeah.
all makes sense. Yeah, don't hold them in.
Yeah.
I think that's a thing. But they were looking for content ideas. So I think if I'm thinking in series, there's this brand La La Kind Cafe, this company La La Kind Cafe that they do drive-by kindness. So they do like, they'll just like be in their car and they'll be like, you look great in your suspenders. Like they'll just yell it out the window.
Overalls. Thank you.
Right. Overalls. Your overalls are so sexy. Or they'll, just stuff like that. Or like, I love Montana, you know? They'll just like yell it out the window, and that's kind of gone viral on like all their videos kind of hit a lot of views. I think that instead of that, you could just take the powder and dump it on people. Just
go into public restrooms where they hear people blowing it up and just slide a pack under.
That's good.
What's the benefit? What's the goal of wanting good?
That's what I don't know. I think that's probably what would they really need to like. Does anybody know?
What's
your
the problem?
your gut is your second brain. There's lots of nervous system connections from like your gut health to your brain. So they say that it can help with like depression, anxiety, and all kinds of different stuff.
So your gut
are you
makes
crazy
depressed?
and your farts smell terrible?
And
Gotcha.
Are you on for women or men here?
So this could be anything. You could be like, you autistic? Let us heal you from the gut. I mean, I guess if we can just make whatever claims, like that, we're not advertising this. This is just organic content. We can say whatever, right?
Oh, in that case.
Yeah, in that case, yeah.
Well, yeah, those farts don't smell.
Too bad Stephen Hawking is gone now. Otherwise, we could heal him from his gut.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about like my Maslow's hierarchy here. Why do I care about my gut? Why would I give a fuck?
I mean, I think most direct-to-consumer or like product brands these days are pretty high on the pyramid. They're like self-actualization type things.
Yeah,
We're mostly good on food and shelter, you know?
Mm-hmm. Why should I give a shit?
Well, okay, if you're really stinky or crazy, then you won't be able to hold a job because nobody will like you. And then if you can't hold a job, then you're going to lose your house.
Like
and then you're going to be homeless.
A guy farting in a job interview?
Yeah. And then he's homeless. And be like, don't be homeless. Use this supplement. Use this superfood supplement for your gut health.
I wrote a scene from Step Brothers when he farts in the interview.
We're about to kill the camera guy. I just need to point that out. Nobody else can see that, but he's about to die.
It's like, bro, this is about to change my life, my family.
My family we were about to get evicted from the low income housing.
Yeah.
Had this interview, and
it's all because of my gut health.
Yeah, my damn gut health.
I think why they care about it is
I was
cheese.
depressed and farty at the same time.
No, hear me out. Why they care about it is cheese. Cheese is delicious, and people who have bad gut health get like upset stomachs when they eat cheese.
They
like
can't
if
eat
we
cheese.
could sell this as eat cheese again.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Make cheese eat again.
Enjoyment of food and beverage. Yeah. Make cheese eatable again. Or you could, I think I think that's good. I think you could do, like my original idea was like, just get like some kind of slingshot thing or like a gun thing that just like poofs this cloud of powder onto people, and mostly use like people who look like they could use some gut health. Like maybe they look a little depressed or autistic or something, or farty. I don't know.
What about fart spray?
Yeah. And then it just like shows their reaction for like 2 seconds, but then it turns them with a very obvious edit into like a superhero because it's superfoods. I don't know.
Everything in me wants to go look at like I know you told me to turn off my marketing brain today.
I know.
But I'm like, I'm gonna go find their landing page. Let's see what some value
what
props
are the value
are.
props here? Sorry, I interrupted your idea.
Because like if you're trying to push it, like what would even pique my curiosity?
I think
to think about my gut health.
I think that what they're asking is like, I think they're advertising quite a bit and doing fine. I think they're asking for like content series ideas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll start with what the fuck? Why would I care, dude?
Yeah, I think that's a good
Who are
one.
the people who care?
I like
what
that,
is that?
like educating people on the street, like as far as like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like just Adam, just tell Adam why you should care.
Yeah,
about it.
that's true.
I'm trying to figure out why I would care.
That's a good point. You don't care about being depressed or anxious?
No.
No, you're like, no, I don't think anything could help me.
Harvest your health
You
with
can
Field of Greens.
Yeah, you're looking them up.
Yes, I need information.
Field of Greens. Yeah. No, I think you could probably just be like, it would be funny to like find people on the street and be like, look, aren't you like depressed or anxious? Like, you know, your gut health has to do with that. And you're like, dude, you can just drink that away. Like,
Yeah. What the fuck?
yeah, you won't have a few drinks. You're not depressed or anxious anymore. You know, you're maybe looking at a gun for like 10 minutes, thinking about some stuff, but
Yeah, so they lean into the cognitive
Okay,
benefit angle.
That's their angle.
Their value prop and angle for
Boom.
it.
That hits me too, you know?
Yeah, I mean, they could go fully into like the self-development, like business guru guy content. That's hard to crack though.
Right. I see like that's where my mind goes to though, right? Somebody at the office, they just ate some wings for lunch and now they're like just absolute dog shit for thinking in the next half of the day.
Yeah. Yeah, it is sucky to like like work and not and like be like get to an age where you're like, I can't just have whatever for lunch anymore. Like I gotta eat something like kind of light now because I have to be able to think in the second half of the day.
Say
Like
goodbye
that-
to the meat sweats.
that
And
is-
say hello to
Yeah.
BrickHouse Greens.
There you go. That's some old man shit. So you could just be like, look, go back to eating wings for lunch. Like bring back wings, make wings great again.
But like if I just
Make lunch great again.
if I just took an Adderall, then I wouldn't even want to eat.
That's true. And if
And
I
I
already
got-
took one this morning, I can just take another one.
Right.
You know, and if that one doesn't work, I can just take another one. Like there's so many in the thing.
But I also have to shit.
Yeah, that's true.
That's clearly kept you from eating. It hasn't
Adderall
stopped
makes-
me a drop.
Adderall makes you shit.
Oh yeah, dude.
Really?
Crazy. Oh yeah.
It's like coffee.
It's worse.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Is that a known side effect of Adderall? It doesn't
Yeah.
do that to me.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
I've always just heard appetite suppression, like you're not hungry from it.
I think it just gets you so focused on other stuff that you're like, oh, I haven't eaten for a while.
But can it get you focused on your gut health?
That's the question. That's the question. And then it'd be funny if they were like, look, we're not against Adderall if it can get you focused on your gut health. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
we
And
gotta-
maybe I might not be the target market at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you honestly look pretty healthy. I think they're looking for, I don't know, actually. I don't know how healthy you are. I don't know who cares about their gut health? Is it people who are unhealthy? Probably not. Like if you know what gut health means, you're probably already like doing better than most, you know?
Yeah. I mean, we all do stand up, so probably not the most emotionally stable group.
That's true. But you also don't want to be more emotionally
But
stable.
like I could,
You know what I
that's
mean?
right.
You're like, that's my secret weapon. That
What I'm
trauma.
saying is-
that uncle that took me in the closet and tapped me around a little bit.
dude.
That's my secret weapon up here.
What I'm saying is clearly we should have been pitching ad ideas for better health and therapy.
yeah. We'd be great at that. Yeah. Yeah, I think I don't know, cognitive thing. We've given them some ideas. Go for
Just go brick shit house.
yeah, brick shit house. Man on the street content, either pouring powder on people or asking them if they know what gut health is.
Well, who cares? What market cares about health products in general?
I think it's like I
feel like the health
women in their 30s to 50s.
they're like, yeah, they're on the health thing, but like the whole market is like on looking good.
But do you know?
Typically.
Yeah. Do you know what? These guys specifically, I know this about them. They do well in podcasts. So like, I think they've been on like Theo Vaughn's podcast.
Huh?
So they do well with that market, which is mostly dudes.
I was gonna say, I would think it would be like for me, like anybody I know who's in like self-improvement and like business spaces are really dialed in on their health and especially for the cognitive benefits.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I would look like, I'm sure the listeners that listen for like their
Probably
marketing stuff here are the exact demo.
I think that it's tough to come up with funny ideas for that. You know what I mean? I think that there's probably a lot of good content ideas that they could do, but if we're coming up with funny ideas, I don't know. If it's there.
I got funny.
Dude.
Yeah.
I got funny. Tired of shitting out all your good ideas?
There you go. There you go. Yeah.
I think it would be fun. I would love to see them like at a tailgate because like if you see like people like at a sporting event, no one gives a shit about like health at any
That's true.
situation.
Yeah.
So I would love to see them at like a Packers or like
That's
a
funny.
Vikings tailgate where
Just like a super intense, like
Yeah.
Alex Hermosi business type dude who's just cut up, who's like,
With
have you been thinking about your gut health, bro? And they're
Yeah.
like,
With the
fucking
Bills
no.
Mafia?
Yeah.
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 And then they need to
They're
give
like,
it.
no, Josh Allen, for God, elect Josh Allen, God.
And then you pound a shot of the gut health shit and you fucking smash a table.
Yeah. Yeah. And then it just shows, because it's superfood. So then you become superhuman.
Right. Or they can give it to an offensive lineman. They have a reputation for being dumb, and now suddenly the offensive lineman's
They're
up at the
super
board just drawing up the most amazing genius
That's
plays.
good. Yeah. I like that. Yeah.
You should pass it to me for the touchdown.
Yeah. They'll never expect it.
Yeah.
And then like this he has like a instant calculation of the likelihood of working. He's like, probability of success is 53.752. There's some more numbers after that, but I'm rounding.
So what
Yeah.
we're saying is if you take this product, you will shit better and be Rain Man.
Yeah.
So you need to
That's it.
I don't know. You selling,
Outlandish claims is the way to go, I
you
think, with
selling
any
to, you
supplement.
selling to the people who think they're dumb.
Yeah.
Make you smarter.
And if you think you're smart, well, if you think you're smart, you're probably already dumb enough to buy it.
This is like the limitless pill for your butthole, is what we're saying.
Yeah, it works on both your brain and your butt at the same time.
It's a brain plug.
That was good. I like that. All right. Okay, let's do the next one. Okay, my brand launched a product that has gone viral a few times on TikTok and Instagram. Do you have any ideas that would help us showcase the brand and our personality more than the product? So the product videos have gone viral. He said,
Because the product. Just
Yeah.
wants you to like us.
Well, so there's a trend actually where like when product videos go viral, it will give them a good pump for a while, but then it like grows the business, but the business can't actually sustain that.
Mhm.
So I think he's trying to figure out.
He's trying to grow brand. If you don't have brand, you
Yeah.
don't have longevity. Like if you're just a business and it's just about the product, anyone can come and undercut you.
Exactly.
Brand is what gives you lifetime value and people that are going to stay with you for a long time.
Yeah. So here's the product videos that have gone viral. Looks like some cocaine. You put a little ball in it. Oh, and it draws stuff. It's a table. So that's a table.
It's like a sand Zen garden table that continually redesigns itself.
Yeah. Thank you for the description to the audio listeners. That
Yeah.
was fantastic. It's a circular coffee table, and you put some sand in there, and then it draws pictures. You put a little steel ball in there, and it draws pictures. I can see why this product went viral. It's kind of cool. All right. So content ideas that are not product focused.
Yeah, I mean, for me, this is like get clear on mission and who you are, why you did this, right? Especially if you've got a good story to tell. Like if you can get founders on camera talking about like, hey, this is what my life was like. I was always stressed out. We invented this product so that like, for me, it was really just a way to start like just decompressing after a long day, like really humanize and bond the other brand, show the people like that you're like them.
Yeah. Did you take some BrickHouse Nutrition before this? You're so smart.
I should go drink a Magic Mind.
It's like Bluetooth for your brain. There we go.
I didn't shit out any of my good ideas today.
They're all still in there.
Have you thought about content collaboration?
With
Put a
who?
bunch of fine jewelry on there.
There we go. Yeah.
Everyone sitting around the table snorting lines of fucking gut health powder.
Yeah.
Just pour the gut health powder instead of the sand.
There we go. Yeah. There's
Have
a
the
collab.
table draw the Hawk Tua girl.
Yeah, there we go. That's a collab.
I don't want to get addicted to it. No, it's fine. It's not addictive.
No, it's not
Gut
addicting.
health.
I need a little bit more of it right now, but it's not that addicting.
And I got a story to tell you.
Yeah. So I had an idea on this one. I think it'd be funny to do like man on the street content that was like Pictionary. So like you say, hey, like if you guess the picture in 10 seconds, you get the product for free. So it's like, seems like a pretty expensive product. So people are like, okay. And then it's just always dicks. Like every single one is it's just people reacting to realizing that it's a dick.
But how long will they sit there and watch it go until they?
Yeah. Now you're inevitably going to get some dude who just like within 1 second's like, that's a dick. I know a dick when I see one. That's
You're
a dick.
also going to get the dude who doesn't want to say it's a dick, so they're guessing everything. I mean, a rocket? Is it the Eiffel Tower?
The company
It's a hot dog and some donut
A
holes.
tornado storm warning?
the company goes bankrupt just because every guy's like, dick.
Yeah, they're
That's
giving
a
him
dick for sure, bro.
constantly giving them away. Like, I've drawn my share of dicks. That's a dick. I know the. Yeah, I think that would be good. It's Pictionary, dick dictionary.
Dictionary.
That's already a word.
So what is the product? What is that?
The product it's a coffee table, and then you put like this kinetic sand in it. It looks like, and then you put the like ball on there, and there's probably some connected app or something like that.
Okay.
There you can say, "Draw me a tiger," and it draws a tiger.
Yeah. Like again, I could give a fuck about that.
That's a great. I actually think that could work too. Man on the street content where you show it to people and they're like, "Well, what the fuck? Who cares? Like this clearly doesn't matter, right?"
Yeah, like we still haven't cured cancer. Why the fuck should I care about this?
Yeah, that's good. Like, it's just people bashing on your product. I think that they would love that. Yeah.
If I walked into someone's house and I saw that like in their living room, I would immediately think that they're an asshole.
Yeah. I know.
Unless you were on MDMA, then you'd be like,
That's
yes.
fair, yeah.
That's true. That's true. It's real mushroomy. It is real mushroomy, I think.
So putting it in a room, your think tank room.
I think a collab with Aaron Rodgers probably is
Right?
Is
He
the
could
route here.
ayahuasca and
It's
table.
probably real. He just like sits at home after games, like I shouldn't have thrown it to Garrett Wilson, and just stares at it.
It draws Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, it draws him dropping pass. Draws their kicker missing like 4 field goals. He's like, mother.
Look, guys, I know what we need to do. The table told me last night that if we just trade our first round pick to get Leonard Fournette onto the team, I know it's been a while since he's played.
It'll totally work though. It'll totally
It's
work.
just actually dropping him to number 2 in the depth chart would probably be the best move.
Who's their backup? Who cares? Doesn't matter.
Bring back Brett Favre. He's got to pay some people back.
Is it Zach Wilson?
No, he's with the Bengals now. A little side note, side quest into some football.
No,
I like how
he's
quickly
backing
this
up
turned
Joe
into
Burrow now.
shitting on Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
I think Zach, he's on the Broncos. I
think he's backs up Joe Burrow now. I thought, but maybe not.
He started with.
You think he's
I think he was-
behind Bo Nix?
I think he was our third to start the year.
Oh, interesting.
You said
Our third.
Oh,
You're
boy.
a Broncos fan?
No, I'm actually a player. Look up Zach Allen Broncos. I promise.
Then you would know, I guess.
Yeah.
No, I think something mushroomy could work here.
What was their original question?
Just so their product videos are going viral, but they're like, how do we come up with content that's more brand focused and like gets our personality more involved so people get more in on us instead of this? Because the product will trend for like a month or two, but then that'll die down. Yeah, well, I don't know. If I knew that, then I'd have a lot more money, I guess.
I probably care about other people's feelings.
How much is it?
I do think actually, okay, I got one. Sorry, I'll come back to that.
Okay.
Yeah. I got one, and this is inspired by one of your videos I saw on YouTube, Adam, for the audio listeners. You went to like a Trump rally.
Okay.
And I think it'd be funny to be just like Trump, like mega people react to blank, white dudes for Harris react, like just take whatever's already viral and controversial and be like, react to this product. And then it just have a bunch of Trump people like, the is that? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the Harris people are probably like, that's really cool. I'm glad you're doing that. You know, like that's so neat, you know? And then he's like, well, do you want to buy it? And they're like, well, no, I don't want to buy it, but like, it's cool that you're doing it.
I've low-key looked at that table a few times and been like, I would buy that.
Yeah. For the office, obviously. Not for my house.
For my creative space, right?
Yeah.
When I need to write, I like
The
that.
answer to who does the backup is Tyrod Taylor.
I take back.
Tyrod
I
Taylor's
take
not
back the
bad.
asshole comment.
Thanks,
earlier.
jerk.
He's a
Yeah,
good
I'm
second
sorry.
string. I like Tyrod Taylor as a second string quarterback. He's a good second. You could do much worse.
Look, we're having way more fun talking about football. This is a football podcast.
So let's just pivot. Let's just pivot this. All right. You asked for the price. Actually, let's do this. What do you think the price is?
$1,000.
$749.
Wow.
If you say $751 and Price is Right me with that $1
I'm telling you right now,
oh.
from Adam's face, I'm looking at his face, and he was like, my head was at like 200,
It was not.
and I wasn't even going to pay that.
Yeah, like, bro, you could be a penny. I wouldn't get it. But like,
All right, let's find. So it looks like they have like like the table one that we saw, and they have on the table like a smaller one. All right, so here's coffee table. I'm guessing it was $740. You nailed it. You
bro,
said
because he's already
$749.
into it. He was already
You've been
looking at it.
I haven't looked at the price, but I am in, like,
Oh, there's-
You
They're
did
sold
go
out right now.
over though. So
I did go over, so technically
They're sold out right now. So
it was me.
So I guess,
They're clearly doing okay.
the first thing to start would be like, first of all, who would think that's cool? And then what do those people care about? Then
they do well on Kickstarter. Who are Kickstarter people? Who backs Kickstarter projects? Douchebags?
I'm just looking to see if Zach looks at me again when you say douchebags.
As my audience is like, all right, fine, bye.
we're not kickstarting this.
you want your girl to shut the up, dude.
Give her this table to look at instead.
She'll
Feed her autism.
It's your girlfriend. Like, I don't know. I can't. I'm watching this table.
Is your girlfriend autistic? All of them are.
Yeah.
Get him this table.
Hey, look, women be shopping. You want her to stop shopping? Hypnotize her with this table.
We're going to ruin all of these businesses.
That's the point. I know your marketing brain is like, I'm trying to come up with actually good ideas. Guys, this one will actually work.
I'm just spitballing.
I know. I'm spitballing here, but I don't think this product's good at all. So
What I've learned today is that Adam's not interested in any product.
Yeah, what do you buy?
Everything you pull up, he's like, man, f that. Who would buy that shit?
Yeah, what do you buy?
That's a good question.
Michelob Ultras?
Michelob Ultras and
Well,
Zin.
now we're talking.
You got any fentanyl patches we need to advertise today?
I think Dick Pictionary is our best
think
shot
so?
at this one.
You
I think so, dude.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm just still like taking like
You feel like we didn't give him enough value, right? You're like,
Right.
we didn't even give you an idea here. With Dick Pictionary.
because who's interested? Like they're obviously sold out. Who's buying the product?
So I do know that like they do super well on Kickstarter, and actually they do really well with like these videos go viral and their ads go. So like people are buying it. I don't know if they know why. I think people are just, it's one of those products that is very attention grabbing on social media.
Sure.
And so it's kind of like Amalfi Jets. It's just attention arbitrage. Like it gets so much viewership.
So take the
But
sample.
Kickstarter people, do you know people who are like Kickstarter super backers? Does anybody know a Kickstarter super backer?
No, I don't.
I don't either. That's who are those people? What are they into?
And how
Is
can
it
I get
all
them to invest in my Kickstarter?
Is it all people who have like, whatever level 4, whatever 72Z jobs at Microsoft? Like, is it all just Silicon Valley people? Silicon Valley. I'd never say that right.
people who
Silicon
have-
Valley where they make breast implants.
People who have like $250,000 salary jobs, but want to pursue their hobby.
Yeah, but are like, oh, that's such a neat project. And I read 10 Substacks.
Yeah.
That's probably who they're who are into
and
it.
so what
Have you read Naval's Substack this week? That's who it is.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what the that is.
Yeah,
but
I know.
What is that? What
exactly.
What is that person?
You clearly aren't the demo.
What is that person into? And then if you want to be like, hey, we're like you, then you got to go for.
I'm going for self-care, right? Self-care is probably a strong angle for this brand. Like, hey, life is stressful. Like, this is how I chill
It's
out.
true. Yeah.
But the self-care thing also has to appeal to people.
I think that
with
works as an ad, as content. I'm trying to think in series, you know what I mean? Like something they can repeat on content. But yeah, or stories of people relaxing.
All right, content series, singer-songwriters, bring them in. They get like 3 hours alone to write a new track on that table. And like, you get to see this whole new like
And their
creativity that this table helped inspire.
And their
It
collabs.
would be
Yeah.
a good table for like a millennial office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's probably a lot of it. A lot of work from home type people,
Yeah.
I'm guessing. I'm just guessing.
I'm stressed out.
Yeah, exactly. That's how they sound.
Yeah.
You nailed it. That's how I sound every day. I go up to my wife and I'm like, I'm stressed out. All right, we're digressing now. Let's do some plugs. Shows, socials, whatever you want to plug. Got a special, you got a tour. What do you got?
Adam J Comedy on Instagram.
Adam J Comedy on Instagram. You can take the journey from there. Hit his link in bio. Find his shows, do whatever.
If you like it, great. If not, I don't care.
Yeah. If you want some naughty pics, slide in the DMs, see what happens. What do you got?
You find me on Instagram, Dadbod Demigod, or if you want to grow a better beard, hit us up, livebearded.com. We're giving away a Raptor right now.
We're giving away
a custom Ford Raptor with $120,000 or $80,000 cash. It's sitting right outside. I'll show you guys afterwards. This thing is freaking insane.
That's dope.
So if this airs before the end of the year, go to Live Bearded, buy something, maybe win a Raptor.
Yes, and thank you I want to shout out Live Bearded letting us use your podcast studio today. Saved me some money. Really appreciate it. Thank you. What do you got?
Zach from Montana, ZAC from Montana. Sam Ab post shows weekly, daily on the stories where you can find me here, and then I'll be giving away a Ford Raptor, $80,000, or I'll like one of your photos.
I'm going to give away two.
One of the three.
Yeah. And as always, comment or subscribe to the show. Hit the bell icon. I'm giving away 2 Ford Raptors, actually. So hit the bell icon so you get notified when that happens. And or leave a review, or whatever the place you're listening or watching on. Do the thing that all the other people on that place tell you to do. Thanks.
McKenna, call me.